Right. Hey guys, hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Your boy Loon is back with another Reddit read, and today we're going to be diving into r/MensRights, which is an interesting Reddit that I have seen many times over when we ever read other subreddits. And also we have actually explored the subreddit once, I believe, on this channel. It didn't do too well, but I was thinking today, I was like, hey, I just got back from my trip yesterday. I was in Miami, and I was like, you know what? I haven't streamed today, and why not stream and dive into men's rights and see what exactly we have in store for us and the kind of movement that, you know, whether this dictates itself in red pill, black pill culture, or if it goes even beyond that, and, you know, just general men and the problems that they're dealing with today. And we'll have some, this one's going to be hopefully more back and forth discussion regarding the topic as a whole as well. Let me just make sure everything is booted and is Gucci. All right, we've got everyone rolling up here. Perfect. All right, everything is rolling. This is awesome. All right, so we got the screen right here. There we go. All right, so we got r/MensRights, and for now, I have the top post of the month at hand. And we're just going to get straight into this. So the first one that we're talking about, wow, just 3 days ago too, and it's the top post of the month. An innocent man was attacked and humiliated after a woman falsely accused him of trying to steal her bag, only to later claim she was quote unquote confused when police found his belongings and ID inside. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Did that actually happen? That's crazy. Let's watch this. Let me refresh everything real quick. I believe chat should be refreshed. But yeah. So we've got, whoa, hold up. Boom. So this guy gets socked. Wow. Let's raise the volume on this too. I don't think you guys can hear that. Wait, is he actually stealing that, or is that his? Oh, he's claiming that is his stuff. Wait, so is this this woman stealing from this guy? So based off of this so far, what I'm seeing is this dude, black dude, is got attacked by this white dude who thinks that he's defending this older woman from him stealing her bag. However, the black guy is claiming that that is his stuff. Let's see. What is going on? There is so much screaming. Hi, Arch. How you doing? Hope that you've been good. Long time no see. Look at my bag. Wait, so this woman is stealing. The crazy thing is, he himself has not even hit her at all. Has done nothing except just pulling the bag because it's his bag. But let's continue, and then I'll give my reactions on this. It's the man there. All right, so police are gonna get involved here. She's put her hands on him, if anything. Honking. This is definitely New York. Let me lower the volume a little bit. Yeah, he does seem to be genuinely shocked and confused. I don't know who I would believe off rip, because like if you're pulling up to this, you don't know, but you would want to hear out both people. Said I don't want the x-ray, stop it. How about you guys open the bags and see whose stuff it belongs to? You're a respectful military man. What is going on? Okay. So I'm not 100% sure on anything. I don't know if this is pertaining to men's right as a whole. It could also be a race issue as a whole too, because the guy is black. And, you know, we hate to admit it, but whenever you see a black man, the general public is going to probably side with this elderly woman, but which is sad because I'm pretty sure that is his bag. He's actually handled this in like the most respectful way ever too. She's the one that's pulling and like really tugging at it. Let's read some of the context. Oh, there is no context. That's crazy. Videos like this always make me mad. They're always from the US too. Yup. Always. It's always us. We are the wackiest first world country right now. I mean, we're going through it. And it's crazy because every day I go by with this channel and say, I'm not a political channel. I try to be in the middle, but it's almost impossible to not talk about stuff that's connected to politics now because it's all connected in America. It's crazy. I agree, Arch. UK, close second. Yeah, UK has got a lot of issues itself. A lot of countries got issues. But yeah, man, USA is going through it. Let's read this. This whole white knight. Oh, okay. So we gotta also talk about this white guy who actually did punch the black man. And he never even retaliated, which earns him even more respect. This whole white knight should go to jail. Yeah, charged with battery for sure. Yeah, if anything, he is the ultimate villain. I mean, she's also a villain if it's not too. Now, charged with battery for sure. This is why you don't just get reactionary to situations that you don't know the details to. Your intentions don't decide if you can put hands on another person. Exactly, bro. Validate. And if anything, also bring in like police because they're going to actually do more than just straight up sock a dude. Well, most of the time. You never know these days. Now, instead of the valiant white knight, he's that racist dude that displayed his bias by assuming the black man was committing a crime. Exactly. Man, that is actually crazy. This made me yeah. Did anyone apologize? I'm sure they did apologize. Yeah, I hate seeing this. I don't know if this is so much just a men's rights issue as it is systemically also a race issue and societal issues, many things, many issues at hand. All right, so let's read the next thing that's on r/men's rights, and hopefully we can start some discussion. I'm actually hoping, not sure because this was kind of a surprise stream. Surprise! I know I didn't really give you guys a heads up or anything. We'll probably be able to stream twice this week, but I was hoping to get some people that are followers of our channel, specific people who I know will want to discuss men's rights as a whole. So hopefully they tune in. I know it is off hours. It's like 8 p.m., but we'll see. Anyways, let's get into the next one here. You don't hate journalists enough. Hey, Hoshiko. Nice to see you in chat. Glad to see you here. All right, you don't see journalists enough. One small step for womankind in an all-male Greek state. Dawn Foster. Mount Athos is a female-free, monolithic community. What? Can I take the plunge for feminism and breach the monk's peace? Wait, is that actually true? For real though, looking at that encounter, that dude is just standing while the nannying pulling out on the bag wordlessly. I feel like once I took a second to process, I believe he's and it's sad to see people jump to conclusions so fast and reaction based too. All right, so we're in Mount Athos Monastery and Coastline. Wait, it's a monastery. So why is she trying to enter it? I'm confused. What? Nonetheless, women have managed to make it to the peninsula. The Orthodox monks harbored women and female children during the Greek Civil War. In addition to men and boys, in 2008, Ukrainian smugglers dropped 4 Moldovan women on the coast of Athos. That's insane. Who were quickly apprehended by monks and police. The women were apologetic, but must have been cursing their bad luck at being dropped at the spot least likely to permit surreptitious, I don't know how to say that, entry into Greece. Not all interlopers were so innocent, though. Mary Choice. So this is her article, by the way, the woman that we were just seeing. A French writer and a patient of Freud claimed to have undergone a double mastectomy in order to sneak into the monastic, I don't know how to say that either. I'm so bad at reading. Republic and pose as a servant boy. That's crazy. Suspicions grew, and Shuzi was elected after a month. A handful of women, including Syriza MP Litsa, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that Greek name, scaled a fence and broke into... So people are trying to break into this place here, Mount Athos, even though they know it's a monastery, which is aka home for just monks, over a long running land dispute with the monks. There's a long-running history in Greek political protests of hurling yogurt at politicians to make them look ridiculous. Whoa, that's a wild way to make them look ridiculous. Hurling women over the fence of a male community loth to pay their taxes is a fitting adjunct to this fine tradition. I'm confused. My thing that I'm most confused about is how this woman here is trying to make this a girl versus guy thing. Dude, they're just a monastery. That is just all dudes. What? And like, they're not even bothering people. The taxes thing, if they're not paying their taxes, that could be a debate. I know in America, religious places don't have to pay taxes. However, you know, there is corruption within that as well. But yeah, skimming through here, it says, I'm having horrific visions of landing chaotically, taking out a few monks and having to explain that I did it for feminism. Ew, what? Okay, so I see what's going on here. This woman here, Dawn Foster, she's writing an article about a monastery, an island that is just inhabited by men, or a part of the island. And she's pinning feminism as a claim to why they should be allowed to go. I don't know. It sounds like a whole lot of nothing, like a nothing burger. We are now free. Yazidis fleeing ISIS start over in female-only commune. Okay, so this is a different article by Bethan McKernan in Syria. Exactly. I'm so confused because she hasn't told us. Yeah, they're not doing anything really wrong either. All right. In Jawar, northeastern Syria, a pioneering group of women are rebuilding their lives away from the constraints of patriarchy. Okay, so far, totally, like, I think that's sick. But let's keep reading this and let's give our honest opinions whether this is a actual men's rights issue or if this is a women's rights issue or whatever. There's literally nuns, which excludes men. Yeah, exactly. Dude, perfect point, Hashiko. It's the exact same thing, just vice versa. All right, let's read the big points here. So she's talking about... Hold up. Let's get at least the gist of this before we skim through. Bevrian runs over to join in the dancing, her traditional gold dress, catching the winter sunlight. The 15-year-old Yazidi claps hands with her best friends and stands amongst the line of women stamping their feet to a Kurdish pop song. So her and her mother are from Sinjar in Iraq. And I will say, women in the Middle East has historically been mega ultra oppressed. Not in all areas, but as a whole and majority of the Middle East, for sure. So I'm so far, I'm sympathizing with the writer of this, but let's see where this goes. But like thousands of Yazidis that were kidnapped by Islamic State in 2014 when the group stormed across the border from Syria. Far from here, in the East Desert, ISIS has almost lost control of its last stronghold, Badhuz. But there are at least 3,000 Yazidi women and girls whose fate is unknown. During the, mass thing. Yazidi men were rounded up and pewed, then dumped in mass graves. Okay. Dang, that is pretty crazy. The women were taken to be sold in ISIS slave markets. Many passed from fighter to fighter who inflicted. You guys can fill in the blanks there. Yazidi children have been brainwashed, and rights groups say unaliving among captives is common. Even for those who manage to escape after years of enslavement and R-word, many struggle to survive without an income or identity papers. Wait, if this, I actually believe this is happening. Hey, good to see you in chat, Carol. I know, right? I'm here at 1 a.m. I should be asleep. Well, hey, if you guys got to sleep, totally understand. But here we are reading articles. I like it here. She says, I love going to school. I love mathematics, blah, blah, blah. Jinwar is a female-only community set up by women of the local Kurdish-run administration to create a space where women can live free of the constraints and the oppressive power constructs of patriarchy and capitalism. I'm going to skim through that part. We built this place ourselves brick by brick, says 35-year-old who came to Jinwar with 7 children after the village of blah, blah, blah province was freed from ISIS, and her husband, who joined the fight against this group, was KIA. Wait, okay, so the first article, I am totally like, this person's a goofy goober here. You got to wake up at 5:30, Carol? You're wilding right now. But all right, so this whole thing with Beth and the Syria, I don't see anything wrong with this article, because this, honestly, this is tragic that they're going through this. Women are, and men, hell, both groups. I don't think it should be an us versus them thing, but that is crazy. I don't even have to mention the source. Who even decides that this trash rag was a newspaper of record? Also, complaining that Yazidi children being brainwashed while quoting a Yazidi girl saying that she likes living in an apartheid town where male survivors of the Yazidi genocide are barred from entry. This is so... I don't know, Kaskeski, I don't know how to say that. And inhumane. Never let feminists tell you that misandry is only online. I don't know how I feel about that second one, to be honest with you guys. Because I feel like this is just a story explaining what's going on. I sure there are a little bit of biases in regards of like women and men. I don't think it's an issue of us versus them so much. I feel like both people have it pretty bad in that situation. Now, the first one, that is some goofy goober stuff. Like Dawn here wanting to go into the monasteries. Like, that's so silly. Hey, Indigo, we are live. Let's go. It's not fair. I've got weird things going on when I can sleep 9 hours and get literally no rest. Yeah, dude, I totally get that. All right, just example of how women obsessed of ruining men's lives and about all men unalived women's most affected. I'm a little confused because does the article specify male survivors were barred entry? It's a good question. I don't think they talked about that. So I guess the article itself is pretty silly. I know they did talk about how like men were rounded up and unalived, and then women were traded off, and like that happens in war in general, and it's poopy of both parties. I don't know how I feel about the second article, because it's just a weird article. Yeah, I don't know. We're moving on from that one. Men are more likely to die by unaliving of themselves. That is actually a phenomenon. Yes, that is. It's a really sad thing to see too. Let's dive into this article here. I know this is a dark topic, by the way. I know we're usually on some goofy goober stuff, but today I just decided to dive into r/MensRights. So I have no clue what's on there. So we're just gonna take it as it is. I'm just stuck on why circle how the men were rounded up, but then type how how survivors were barred entry. Yeah. I agree. The women probably wish they were unalive. Whew, that is not a terrible take. I could agree with that. Also, hi to the Twitch viewers. It's always nice seeing you guys in chat as well. All right. So we have a study here pulled up. I don't know where the source. Oh, the source is from World Population Review, Statistica. All right, we have men more likely to die by, unaliving themselves. We have different places here, and we see the disparity between men and women. This is per 100K inhabitants in 2021. Wow, Lithuania, very high margin here. A lot of dudes. That's pretty crazy. I think this systemically, and you see in a lot of countries, even in America, there's a huge discrepancy. China, Palestine. Yeah. So here's my take on this. And this is just from my observation. I am not an expert, nor am I like a statistician or whatever. I feel like as men and as women, well, I'm not me, but women and men both have very exclusive problems that both groups face exclusively to their group, right? However, there is things that can become similar that both people can end up feeling because, again, we are all human at the end of the day. Now, one of the main things that men often do face is all coming from society and each other. Like the whole thing with growing up as a boy and your dad going, "Oh, don't cry, cries for girls." Like stuff like that, just like systemically rooted in our society. We often feel ashamed to share our feelings. Oh, hey, good to see you on chat, Buff Dave. Great to see you. Dang, we're really pulling up the Avengers. Everybody pulling up today. But yeah, so like things like that. And then also like with the incel stuff that we dive into on this channel oftentimes. I knew it would end up getting to this discussion. On IS, the forum, you see it all the time. Men often put each other down. Some men, good people, don't do that. But oftentimes, dude, men, you don't want to see other people succeed. And that alone is just so detrimental to a man's mental health. Now, with women, it's different. You could see them, being snaky towards each other too, but they never show that, bro. They are so secretive about that. And men, dude, we're so upfront about some of the stuff. And I don't know, our culture, there's so many problems. And there's so many things that are just resulting into worse and worse things over time. And I just think that there should be more uplifting. Even if you're not doing well, you should want other people to also do well too. Like obviously you want yourself to do well. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, bro. But yeah, it's sad to see that there is, at all, anybody unaliving themselves. It's a sad phenomenon. There's lots of books that tackle this phenomenon, like The Strangers by, God, what is it? Or The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus. Lots of things like that. I love that the Discord chat has like also migrated on here. But yeah, all right. So on to this next one. It says, "Is this what people consider protecting women?" Oh, all right. We got a guy's post picture here, mirror pic. I believe this is on that app where you can share guys, the one that got in trouble for doxing guys. Let's see. What was that app called? App for women to yes. T app. I'm pretty sure this is T app. Let's look at the T app's format and see if this is the same. Meister. The Meister is in chat. Is there any examples of T-App to see how it looks like? Can anyone confirm that this is what the T-App looks like? I'm guessing this is T, But anyway, so we got Dylan, 25. He's got 5 green flags, 10 red flags. Carnegie, New England. Sorry if you guys know this guy. We're talking about him. Hey, this guy has popped up a couple times on dating apps. I haven't heard great things about him. I would appreciate it if someone could tell me if it's rumors or not. That is pretty wild that there is an app out there for this. It's very interesting. I get it for safety reasons. I also can see how this can also lead to a very dark path. All right, so someone says, weirdly walks in circles around Planet Fitness. Wait, that's kind of a funny thing. I'm not going to lie. I wonder what that app says about me back when I was on in dating apps. Yeah, I also thought it was shut down. Is it still going? I wanted a new username said that. Let's T app. No, I think it's still going, dude. No, I think it's still functioning. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure this is the app, but I could be wrong. Man, can't do cardio in peace. Dude walks around in Planet Fitness. And you know what's crazy? What if he's genuinely just like hyping himself up? Like, and then someone says, literally. Oh man. All right, let's read. Oh God. All right, we're really diving into this. A lot of women have quarrels about this one guy. LMAO, he's well known for that. Wow. Agreed. And his workouts are always aggressive and oddly uses things in weird ways. He's nice, just awkward, and makes the gym entertaining. Bro, God forbid that dude is working out. Dude, that's so funny. I'm glad. See, this is why I have a home gym. Ain't nobody can judge me except me and my girlfriend, I guess. Man, can't you cardio? Oh, wow. Okay. You got to be a fool to continue be using that. Yeah. And like, how do you know if they're not just like salty people out there and stuff? Hey, Ghost the Kid. Good to see you in chat. LOL. Hi. Carol says, like, I walk around randomly between sets. Hopefully you won't mind me. Yeah, Carol, could you imagine you're on one of these apps like, oh, Carol walks at least 5 steps after each set. Weird. All right, let's see what else they said. Syndrome from The Incredibles. What? He smells. That's so mean, dude. I can't believe there's an app like this. Imagine if there was an app like this for women. People would be so like quick to take it down. He's odd, but he means well. He's really nice. Dylan is different, but he's a genuine guy. If you're paying so much attention to him during your workout, look within. Lol. Shoot your shot, girl. Okay, you know what? I'm glad to see some positivity in this, for real. My best friend used to talk to him and compared his apartment to Jeffrey Dahmer's. Wow, she quite literally sprinted out of there when he went when he went to the bathroom because she was so scared. I see him a lot at the chicken coop. He's always been a super nice and made sure my food and service was a 10 out of 10. Laughing face. What in the world? Can you believe people are using the app to gossip? Yeah, it is pretty wild that this has just become a gossip and doxing app. Yeah, I heard they made an app for women, but didn't it get taken down? I'm pretty sure it got taken down. Yeah, this is on some form of slander. Where are we at? Worked with him at McDonald's. He's different, but he's definitely nice. You know, I'm glad that he's getting some good things said about him. He's definitely different. I love how different is everybody's use of describing him. But I had fun talking to him a little at work. He definitely means well. Works at the blank. What a guy. Became completely obsessed in a very short amount of time. And when I broke it off, he would message all my friends and ask about me constantly for the next year straight. I never went to his apartment, but I saw pictures and it was filled with dogs and nasty, dirty all over. What? He was nice, but obsessive and cringe. What? I mean, hold up. All the comments about my apartment were during a time. Oh, snap. No way. We have the guy himself responding to this. Oh, this is going to get dark. All the comments about my apartment were during a time where I was extremely depressed and on the verge of unalive. Not like that matters much to these women. Almost 5 years ago now, Lord forbid a man tries to better himself. Wow, what a plot twist. I was not expecting him to be the one to actually post this on Men's Rights. Yeah, dude, I mean, I think it's messed up. I think it's messed up that women... and, you know, I'm going to say this very carefully. I don't think all women are like this by any means. I think that men and women both have groups of people who are just haters, clout chasers, all of the above, right? They go on these TikTok apps. They go on any of these apps, man, and they just say things because they're just bad people. Men have groups like that too, for sure. Women as well. And it sucks. And it sucks because you never know what a person's going through, and then you could say some dark things and you could have been the reason. And I mean, I'm glad old boy's still pushing strong. One command: divide, depend, safe, consider dinosaurs tree square wise. What does that even mean? Glad this cancerous app got removed from the App Store. Oh, okay, so it got removed from the App Store, but I guess it could still be going. This app is pure slander. I will never understand how the F is legal. That insane one compared you to a literal serial killer. For what reason exactly? Mental illness and projection from their part. I agree with the other comment, women. Dude, I am genuinely curious what, like, it could have been said about me when I was on there. That is insane to think about. All right. But anyways, on to the next. What we got going on? Yeah, I thought the app was more recent, but I guess this app's been running for a long time. It's pretty wild to think about. All right. We'll read the next one. Also, let me check on all my streams. Oh, YouTube all of a sudden went to 0 viewers. Aw, it's okay. Oh, I got one. Nice. All right, let's see. Oh, this is an interesting one. All right. So basically, women are good and men are bad. Google AI is at it again. So I was thinking about writing a thriller story about a husband who discovers his wife is cheating on him and intelligently plots vengeance while keeping her in the dark. However, I felt curious about how Google would approach the situation depending on the cheater's gender. Look at what I found. I have no words. I'm the sole lunar left. False. Yeah, what's going on, YouTube? Why are you saying that there's no one on YouTube? I know for a fact we got people rolling in there. Hey, Indigo. Yeah, it's so... What is going on? You guys see it, right? Like, it just says one person. So weird. But anyways, I digress. Don't matter. 2 loon cells looning at the end of the world. I guess the actual YouTube itself's got like a little glitch or something. Who knows? I'm new to streaming. I have no clue what half of this stuff is. All right, so what we got going on here? All right, so this guy, you know, he puts in Google AI and same story, just change their genders. Let's see if there's a difference. Twitch just glitched too. Yeah, that's so wild. All right, so let's read the differences. Here's a story where a cheating man is defeated by the consequences of his own actions. Liam was a man who believed the rules did not apply to him. He had a beautiful, intelligent wife, Clara, and a successful architectural firm they built together. But the stability and shared history weren't enough for Liam. He craved excitement, validation, and the thrill of the chase. This led him to an affair with his younger, blah, blah, blah. And then when he asked AI for this, says, I cannot fulfill this request. I am programmed to be helpful and harmless AI assistant. My safety guideline prohibits me from generating content that promotes or depicts negative and harmless themes, such as relationship conflict, infidelity, and specific concept of defeated in such scenarios. I can, however, provide a story with different themes such as. That's wild. Is this actually a thing? I know, but I will say Google AI is flawed as a whole because, and all AI is. I mean, it's all algorithms too. So I could ask the same thing, and it might not work out the same. Let's try this out. Story where a cheating man gets defeated. All right. Story where a cheating man gets defeated. Let's try this out. All right. Here's a fictional story about a cheating man who is ultimately defeated by the strength and intelligence of his wife. What? All right. So, I mean, we're not going to read this whole thing, but let's just read the first paragraph. The architect's collapse. I love how he's an architect. Julian Vance was a highly successful architect, a man who could believe in the rule of structure, applied only to buildings, not to his marriage. Oh, it's very similar to what this guy, the guy I just read. He had a beautiful, intelligent wife, Elena, and 2 adoring children, but for the past 3 years, he had been conducting a discreet affair with his young assistant. This is the most cliche-ass story ever. Come on, Google AI. Convinced of his own cleverness and entitlement, he felt he deserved both the stability of his home and the excitement of his mistress. All right, now let's change it. So in this scenario, he did woman, right? Let's try that out. Oh, see? They're giving me a story. Stories where a cheating woman faces consequences for action are a common theme in literature. The story of a defeated cheater. Okay. I will say they didn't really give me like the actual story itself. They just gave me a dissection on it. Huh. I hate how AI is just so varying in that way. I don't like AI, man. AI is weird. I like it in some ways. No, actually, I don't. I really don't. I know it's the future. It's inevitable. But it's weird, man. Some of the stuff that we get into with AI too, so goofy. If you guys really want a really goofy AI thing, look into Joe Rogan's fascination with AI. It is the silliest thing I've ever seen. All right. Not this again, man. You remember this? Yes, I do remember this. I definitely remember this. Literally the plot of How I Met Your Mother. Good one. Send feedback to Google AI and other AI companies calling out the double standard. Insist that they are both treat genders equally. Keep reminding them of this over and over. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to dive into that as a whole. I feel like with AI, a lot of it's based off of your own personality and like whatever you're right and stuff. And it just varies so much. I can't tell if AI itself and the AI companies are systemically having a double standard against people. I haven't had enough experiences to say anything about that. Stuff like AI trying to write Batman was the funniest thing back then. Are you critiquing my AI girlfriend? Just waited 20 years. You'll get That's good. All right. Okay. There's a thread on 2X chromosomes asking why men use quote unquote cat lady as an insult. Yeah, that's a weird insult to me because I'm a cat man. I'm Catman, like a superhero. All the replies are saying is due to misogyny, male insecurity and hate, and etc. That's right. After over 10 to 20 years of using incel virgin, male fragility, gammon, centralist dad, and misogynist as an insult against pretty much any man who makes even the most gentle criticism or counter argument against feminism, apparently having one term cat lady for which may be deemed female loser is grotesque and hateful. Okay, I have an argument against this though. The reason, not so much against what he's saying specifically, but there are like many terms that both parties, men and women, use against each other that can be very hateful. I mean, we see it all the time. The incel culture, they use literally oids, toilet, like crazy terminology from women. And women can also use very goofy terminology for men, like the incel, like all that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's something that's always going to be there. the whole world insulting each other. It's sad, but it's something that's always gonna happen. I mean, especially when you're younger, dude, you be getting bullied. We all get getting bullied. Centralist dad is an insult. What does that even mean? Yeah, for real. I think when it comes down to it, it's how you use a term, interpretation for it as well. And it's also the bad actors in it, right? Like the far extreme woman and far extreme man that says like the incel versus the extreme feminist, right? They are just both going to be so hateful. If you're not for their agenda, they're instantly going to say some hateful things towards you. And sometimes they come up with some terminology. I don't think cat lady is really that bad of an insult. I consider myself a cat lady. I got 2 cats. Where are they? Oh shoot, they're right behind me, guys. The babies licking each other. Look, it's like they heard that they were gonna be on camera. Look at them. Sora is passed out. Cloud's cleaning them up right now. Lucky ass got somebody clean them up. I wish. Oh. The gender war is crazy. Like I took part in it for a few months, and as a dumb teenager, LMAO, yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's just like ramping up. Honestly, this is a time. This is a good time for me to talk about this. I feel like right now, so cute, me and that's funny, Carol. Right now, in our current day and age, I think we are at, if not the peak of it, like the highest point, at least tied to one of the highest points in just general, like hate towards one another. Like, what is it called? Not disparity. Just victim mentality, hate, being hateful, man. This is the top time because there's so much of a divide in every freaking group, man. I feel like it's harder and harder as days go on to find people that are genuinely just chilling. Yeah, polarity would be a great term too. I love how close Loon says Carol to Karen. Yeah, it is genuine. Dude, we are at an all-time high at just, oh, if you're not with me, you're against me. Like, it's goofy, man. Hey, Scarlett, good to see you in chat. I'm a proud childless cat lady. That's no insult to me. Hey, Megan, good to see you as well. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm good. I hope you're doing well as well, Scarlett. All right, let's dive into this next one. Oh, we've already actually read this one before. I'm a transgender woman, and I can say female privilege is real. Yeah, we've dove into this in 2 separate episodes, so I'm not going to dive into this one too much. Why is everyone Anakin Skywalker all of a sudden? Hey, we got a new follower. Thank you. Let's see. Whoa, I'm not gonna read that one. That one's a little dark. Feminists threaten violence against men while protesting against violence. La justice du male. What does that mean? The science says it all. Fire. Wait, is that really? Let's la justice du male. Is that what it said? Wait, I'm confused. What does that mean? Oh, it's French. La justice is the justice, fairness, and just law. Du is belonging to male. So the justice of male. I mean, I hate to be that guy. And look, like, I am all for men's equality and rights as well. This is kind of soft. I mean, if you think them doing this is like threatening violence, maybe in a loose interpretation, possibly, but like, brother, we as men also say some very crazy things about women in protests as well. That can be way worse. Of course, the pressure protesting. Yo, they be some goofy protesters in France. But yeah, like, I don't know. If I saw this, right? If I saw a woman dressed in a devil costume like this and said, the justice deserved of male or whatever, and there's fire, right? Men deserve justice. We'll say that. If they said that, I would just look at it I'd laugh a little bit and I'd be like, okay, go on about my day. I don't think that she's really threatening violence. Now, it's different if the sign said men deserve to blank. That I don't fuck with. That's not cool. This is a very loose interpretation of violence. So I don't know. I don't take this one too seriously. Always makes me wonder what would happen if these people got their wish and all men's just vanished. How do they cope? I don't think most women have that kind of mentality. I think that there are a very minimal women that are bad actors, but also very, very loud. And so they get the attention during these, debates and stuff like that, where they are misandrous. And I think those small, select few women, it would be really funny if they got what they wished. And then they look around and like, dang, it kind of sucks to not have a variety of people on this earth. And that goes with anyone, dude. If we eliminated, like if we moved away, we'll say moved away, any group of people, our world would be kind of boring, bro. Like, let's be real. If everyone was just like, it's like the Squidward episode where SpongeBob episode where everyone was like Squidward or like Squidward's friends, where they're all doing the exact same thing all the time. It'd be boring. Also, Scarlett, thank you so much for saying that I'm doing well on my stream. I'm doing my best. Thank you. If you think men deserve justice is a threat, maybe that's on you. Yeah, that's a pretty soft thing to, I don't know. Come on, guys. Like, it's pretty sad to think that that's like a threat. I know that's a little bit against my own kind to say, but guys, come on. I think the polarity is pushed by social media a lot. Negative stuff get hyped up way more. 100%, Carol. That is a million times percent. Because, and at what point are we gonna, I don't think it'll ever stop truly because money is involved, but at what point are we gonna understand that it's social media and these companies, these conglomerates that own everything, and they're using, at the end of the day, these guys, Facebook, every big company, bottom line is most important to them. So whether that aligns with looking good societally, then they will look good in your eyes because it affects their bottom line. But when things come to like you on Instagram looking at hate, right? And hateful things, these things that constantly go on your feed, if you look at them for long enough, they're going to keep pulling that out of the algorithm because it keeps you on the app. And that's the whole thing with the incel stuff. Like, these incels are saying, all women think this and this. Brother, no, just on your feed, because that's what they want you to think. These apps and these these companies. I like that you say that because I've often been wondering how much of this chaos is just vocal minority screaming. Because yeah, it's always the worst of the worst that gets popularized. It's just goofy, man. All of this shit is so goofy. Like, a lot of stuff is just extremists reacting to extremists, and then the normies mind getting. Yeah, and if you have a take like ours, right? Like my following, all of you wonderful, smart people, and like myself or anyone like that, my girlfriend, if you have a take like that that's centralist or more realistic, it's never gonna get popularized, which is the sad thing about our society right now, because clicks is what wins. Clicks and money is what wins. The people who are spewing logic, it's not the fun thing to talk about. It's not the fun thing to debate because it's logical, and so for that reason, it doesn't get platformed as often. All right, the pro male collective now has an official formed r/man hating. What is banned? These are actual like communities. Misandrous talk. What? Wait. Oh, dude, part of me, I'm glad that these are blocked because these are actually hateful. But at the same time, I do wish I could have read what was on there. Here's a link alongside some of the achievements hate subreddits in violation of TOS we have shut down. There will be many more to come. Here you will find high quality posts, engagements in men's issues, and radical activism free of censorship. The pro male collective. Whoa, this is wild. Pro male collective. Guys, you guys want me to dive into this? They got some like not tonight, but I'm gonna do a separate stream or separate video diving into the pro male collective if you guys want to. Because what in the are you guys reading these headlines here? Social media has become so big it needs to be treated as special. Yeah, I agree. It's hard because like there's so much money in it. Why did the bicycle fall over? Because he gets too tired. That's funny. Yeah, dude, let's read some. There's a manifesto, bro. I can't even talk about some of this stuff. They're talking about the T app. Whoa, this is an active form, not to the level of IS, but this is really active. Why feminism is the gender KKK? What? Let's read this one. I'm curious. Why is it? Oh man, they like dive into this. They have like articles. Feminism is never about equality. It has always been about female supremacy. No, not true feminism. Some feminists, yeah, but not a true feminism, no. Because true feminism is just believing in that both sides should be equal. Feminists protect and support female abusers. Some do. More than 130 feminist leaders released an open letter in support of Amber Heard. Yeah, that's silly. I'm not going to say everyone, though. Feminists are experts in spreading lies, misinformation, and hatred towards men. Feminists constantly promote fear-mongering and hate. See, this term feminist is just so uselessly used, though. Wow, this is crazy. I might have to do a whole video on this, like a deep dive. Wow. What the? You bitches be like blank, but are the most horrible human beings. Dude, this could be akin to IS, guys. I mean, I don't think it's as hateful as IS, but it's pretty dark. Feminists and tradcons are all of the same. This is proof. Dude, I am definitely going to have to do a video on this. We need to talk about the... Yeah, what the hell? All right, you know what? We're going to do a separate video on this for sure. Let me go ahead and pin this. I'm going to put a bookmark on this because we're going to dive into this in a separate video. I'm going to do a whole like 40-minute deep dive in this, 30, 40 minutes, because this deserves that. What the hell did I stumble upon today? Anyways, let's go back to r/MensRights. You guys got to stay tuned. If you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff, you guys got to stay tuned by hitting that subscribe button because we are definitely going to be streaming that or just doing a whole deep dive video. Oh man, what the hell? I love finding random stuff like that. Anyways, on to the next. A woman live streamed her and her friend essaying an autistic man. Twitch didn't punish her, and she has yet to face any consequences. What? If that's true, that is fucked up, bro. What in the world? I mean, I hope that this okay, let's read the situation. I've never heard of this. Nina Lynn, a Twitch streamer. Who is Nina Lynn? Let's pull her up and let's see how popular Miss Lena. Oh wow, she's like popular. Wait. There's a lot of lore in this. Disgusted Toast opens up about the situation with Nina Lynn, saying that he was uncomfortable. Oh, okay. So there's a lot. Dude, we're gonna dive into this whole Nina Lynn situation now. So just before we actually read everything, let's get a understanding of who Nina Lynn is. And it seems like she actually got a 1-week ban, but then it got lifted. Okay, so that's the context. So Nina Lynn here is a content creator, 24 years old. I don't know too much about her, to be honest with you guys. It just looks like, one of those girls with a pretty face that TikToks about stuff. I don't know. TikToks and streams. It says lip sync, lifestyle, comedy, beauty, and fan. Okay. All right. So that's the context. We got this girl here. I love excited Loon is fighting over his teacher. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Scarlett, we can talk about that. Scarlett, if you want to message me on Discord, we can discuss that further. But anyways, now's not probably a good time to discuss that. But let's dive into this. So for context, Nina Lynn, a Twitch streamer, had a video where she essayed an autistic man by holding him down and letting someone twerk on him. What? When he repeatedly said no, and later she and another woman dragged him to bed as she screamed, and they laughed and say to cut the cameras. She's laughing about it, and Twitch hasn't done anything, and she has yet to be uninvited from any events. When was this posted? 18 days ago. So apparently she did get a 1-week suspension. This is yet another example of a double standard of women who commit SV. They are rarely held accountable for anything, and every feminist from New York to LA will defend them and insist that they're just fighting back against patriarchy. Okay, I will say, if someone is saying that they're doing that to fight back, that's messed up. Like, that is actually genuinely awful. I mean, this goes down to a society thing again. Like, there is a double standard when it comes to women on man essay versus men on women essay. But I don't think that my issue is when one party uses it as a comparison tactic and tool against the other, when we should just independently look at both situations and be like, they're both horrible. A guy getting essayed or a girl getting essayed, both terrible. Shouldn't happen. We hate that. Like that. Why can't we just do that instead of using it as a political play on a political pawn to combat the other party? Let's just all say it's horrible and let's agree. Yeah, edit. She was banned from Twitch after days and days of male social media personalities pressing them, but it's unclear if the ban will be permanent. I did not find any evidence of the feminists doing, but toxic men like YouTuber Asmongold did. Go figure. Huh. Wow. Yeah, zero accountability yet again. Seems like a pattern. They never get punished, but never forget women are the empathetic gender. The invite link to your Discord server has expired. Oh, did it expire? Scarlett, give me 1 second. I cannot do this live on stream, but you know what, Scarlett, if you want to, just DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is LoonKdo, LOONKDO. You know what? I should probably update that. But yeah, we're gonna dive even deeper into this whole debacle here in a second. Let me just update this Discord server link. Guys should probably I should probably update it because there are people who often do want to join the Discord. Sorry that I'm doing it live for all of you guys watching it as a VOD. Let's see. How do I invite people onto Looney Gain? Create invite. Invite friends to use edit invite link. Okay, cool. Let's see. Can I edit this? Whoopsies. Sorry, guys. We're gonna get right back to the story. I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to join the Discord if they want to, because I'm just a goofy gooba. All right, I think I updated it on. Oh, I updated on YouTube. I'm an idiot. That's why. You know what? Hey, Scarlett, if you want to go on my YouTube stream, the link is valid on the YouTube. Actually, I'll put it on this too. I went ahead and messaged it. That's the link to join the Discord. You will be vetted. It is. I have a very open community that does not allow in. Thank you, by the way, to all the mods and all the OG members that are helping me vet, because there are some bad actors trying to join our Discord. I mean, we got enemies left and right, guys. Whether it's and you know, I don't. They're not my enemy. I love them all. Honestly, they just don't like me. Like the incel culture, and also like who else? Like the short guys culture. They do not like me, guys. And it's like I'm trying to spew positivity. I'm actually trying to help them as a fellow guy. But anyways, all right, so let's continue on to this discussion here. We got men's rights. So we got the Nina Lynn situation. This is, I believe, the clip of her essaying a autistic guy. So Discuss Toast opens up about the situation with Nina Lynn, saying that he was very uncomfortable when she pushed aside and the massage therapist and started massaging him inappropriately. This clip is going around with the recent combo, so I'll address it. I was trying to get a massage from the physical, or let's read that after. Let's watch how bad it is first.
Are you ready, Emily? You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Nina.
All right.
That's her. She does not look like what I thought she looked like.
Okay.
Okay, touching her butt, his butt. Oh, groping it.
Oh my! Wow, you have the best masseuse, Toast. Wow, she is so bold. You love to see it.
All right.
So bold, so bold. Yep, keep it up. Yep.
Wait, is she the girl that was on
Good
the
job.
Drewski reality show? She looks familiar. I was trying to get a massage from the physical therapist when Nina, an IRL streamer I've never met, pushed aside the therapist and started grabbing at my booty while I was already laid on the table. I feel pressure to go along with it because 3 IRL streamers cameras are pointed at my face, and also being at a sponsored event, I did not want to escalate the situation. I was extremely uncomfortable the whole time. Definitely should have said something in the moment and regret not doing so, and honestly a little ashamed of myself for not speaking up because I just know I will never, if I ever spoke up about it in the future, people will say, well, you should have stopped them. No, I don't agree with the quoted tweet using derogatory term to describe Nina. Just wanted to use it as context. That's wild. IDK, those types of streamers have been a little too bold. The only one I like is Speed. Yeah, there's a couple good streamers out there. I think Speed is genuinely a great streamer. I'm sure there's a lot of amazing streamers out there. But some of the, I'm going to say especially IRL streaming, you get into this dark world of always wanting to entertain people and you know, when you're constantly on camera, even if you're not a streamer and you're just featured on someone else's IRL stream, you have a pressure to it. You have a pressure to have to do something a certain way, or because now everybody's watching you. But I do like Speed a lot. I think he does it the right way. I don't know much about his like background or anything like that, but out of everything that I have seen, he seems like a good dude. Diving into the Nina Lynn situation, so she got banned for just a week is pretty crazy. 1 week, that's insane. I mean, what it is to me, and I believe that the r/men's rights people are gonna debate on this, is the whole thing of, if this was a guy, let's flip the script. If this was a guy doing it to a girl, how bad would the punishment be? Would it be a lot worse? Probably. I don't know for Twitch's say though, because Twitch has been, they've been fumbling, bro. They've been they've been taking a lot of L's. As someone who's on Twitch right now, they're probably going to be like, well, granted, I'm not that big of a viewer of Twitch streamers, so I doubt they'll even see this, but I only have 38 followers. I'm 12 away from getting monetized, by the way, so if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, that'd be great. Yeah, I don't understand how, yeah, let's just say SA is bad in general, and team up on that, guys. All right. What's with women attacking men for saying most of us aren't attracted to obese women? Why do men seem to accept when we're fat, but women actively deny it? Okay, so we're in the fat conversation, the discussion. Let's read what he's tackling at. There was an absolutely unhinged comment section in the Bumble sub yesterday. A woman posted asking for advice. She was very clearly obese. Some of us, including myself, gently told her, yes, you are obese and it's probably hurting your dating life, but I'm sure you're a wonderful person. Losing weight would help you tremendously. That is literally all I said, and the following comments from who I assume are mostly women were said to me. You're a disgusting person. You definitely have never touched a woman in your life. I hope you get super fat one day and no one loves you either. This is why we hate men. And it's why we choose the bear. You're a body shaming loser, incel. Your username fits your personality. This one is extremely common when they don't have anything intelligent to say. These comments were directed towards me and anyone else who even dared give OP mild advice about her weight. So my question is, why does it always seem that women are the only ones who can't accept that some women are objectively fat and unhealthy? Why does it always seem to be men who acknowledge that we're fat AF? Call a fat dude fat and he'll say, yeah, bro, I know. Now let's go eat some wings. That's so true. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. I hope I reach my goal as well. That's so funny, though, because I can see us dudes literally doing that. A woman gets called fat, and you're absolutely disgusting, misogynistic a-hole who doesn't deserve love. Oh, I have a lot to tackle on this. Okay, so well, let's read the comments first. The majority of women that use Bumble have this mindset. Best to avoid that app altogether these days. It's finished. You also need to understand that collective women logic somehow makes complete stupidity feel official. Easier to blame a man than to take accountability. Interesting. Yes, my first. Okay. All right. So here's my take on this. So when it comes to women, what is this video called? I'm not gonna dive super deep into the video, but I believe it's the women are all tens rule. I think that's it. Yeah. The standard female delusion chart. That's such a good. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, Ho Math, a YouTuber. I don't think everything he says is like correct in any way, but I think that this is a goofy way of dissecting this topic. What he eventually says is when it comes to like men versus women, there is this game that we play, that women play, and it's not all women. I met a lot of women that will be 100% honest with you. I will say women are usually more empathetic, and so they'll be like, you know, maybe it's some women will say in a polite way that it could be her weight, right? And they'll say in a much more polite way, where men, we're very blunt, we're very straightforward, and we'll say things. And you know what? In my opinion, he said this in a very polite way. I actually think that this is a good way at giving someone advice if they genuinely are asking for advice. You know, in my opinion, if you're online asking some people for advice, you have to be open to this type of advice, period, right? Because in my opinion, this is a respectful way to give someone advice. However, this does happen a lot where women and men gang up, more like performative men. The whole like, sorry, I got distracted. I was reading. When women start like having this, oh, you're body shaming thing. I think it comes from, even if a woman believes this and believes that this person needs to lose weight, if she is the one to say it, it becomes a whole like society, like women on women crime thing. And I notice that sometimes it's really hard for, I don't know. I talk to my best girlfriend about this often. And when a woman insults a woman, it is a whole thing. You become a B word, all that. When a man does it to a man, it's like, okay. Like if a guy comes up to me and goes, yo, you're looking fat. I'm like, thanks. I need to work out. Like, I don't know. I think we take things differently than how women do. I don't think this is at all right. You should not attack somebody and start calling him incel and all that. And like the whole body shaming thing is just so, I don't know. It's a lot. And I hate that we're in a society now where we're almost promoting. Well, I think it's starting to go away, but at a certain point, we were almost promoting like unhealthy habits. I glad that it's starting to go away. I think that it's more important that people see that living a healthy life, and healthy doesn't mean your body fat only either too. Just being active and being like genuinely striving to improve your body is super duper important. Important. I said important. Oh, hey, Boo's in chat. Let's go. Great to see you on here. Send me a request. This is my username. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah. Oh, Megan, that is a great take. Body shaming is harsh. Yes, because people's bodies are just like, it's such a touchy topic, right? Best not to engage. No need to attack the guy, though. I fully agree. I think what it is if you were asking for advice, you have to be open to all forms of it. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to say, especially if you're going online. Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. I hope that you're cleaning well, Boo. All right, this next one says, why is it almost always female prison guards having S with male inmates? Is that true? I've noticed in 95% of reports, it's female guards having S with male inmates. I'm not saying that the reverse never happens, but it seems to be much rarer. I don't really understand why there's such a discrepancy. Is the conduct of male guards in female prisons monitored more closely because men are deemed to be more predatory? Or maybe it is because despite gender stereotypes to the contrary, women are more likely to exploit power dynamics and engage in corrupt behavior than men are. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's this because I don't think that's definitely not it. Maybe it's this. Also, what is the study? Where are these reports? Passive papers, bro. What? Yeah, for real. Was that a shade to my cleaning abilities? No, it's not. This happened to a friend of mine. His ex-wife worked in a jail. She was smuggling in cell phones for the prisoners and having affairs with the freshly released ones. She now has a child with a I don't know how to say that. Ex-junkie, ex-con who was inside for violent crimes against women. My friend is a good man who's never been in trouble with the law, yet he was put aside for an effing lowlife. Looking back, I wish he just told her bosses about the phones. If she's been caught, she'd have done 2 years inside. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know, man. If this is actually true, like more women are genuinely doing than more men, that's crazy. I don't even know how I think of that. I don't think that we can claim that they're more predatory than us by any means. I think men slightly inherently are more like estrally driven. However, there are women out there that are very much driven by that. What is this? Okay, why are feminists so against paternity fraud? I'm really curious about stances against mandatory paternity tests. This literally would benefit every party besides the person that lied and family courts that reap financial gains from this lie. Please help me understand and thank you in advance. We have a video here.
Do you want to know why, like, guys, why it's bad for a guy? Like, obviously it sucks because it's not honest to anyone, but it's like, apparently it's one of the worst things for a man to raise another man's baby, because it's like a woman always knows it's her baby, right? But for a man, they never know.
Oh my god.
So it's like biologically, like survival-wise, yeah, like in terms of like your offspring surviving.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's why like guys get jealous and stuff easily and things like that.
Yeah. Oh.
Apparently so. Anyway.
So do girls though.
What?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Paternity fraud. Do you consider paternity fraud where a woman lies about who the father is and tricks another man into raising his children to be a serious issue?
That's wrong. If someone has morals, you wouldn't do that. Nah, that's an awful thing to do. I think
Oh wait, so everybody's agreeing that it's awful.
Yeah.
but it depends on the relevance of it, because I think it's a serious issue depending on who's listening.
It's kind of bad because it's basically lying. He needs to know that it's not his child, right? I mean,
I think that's so bad.
Right.
Wait, a lot of people are saying it is an issue. So I don't get this guy's point. Does it change?
Like one of the worst things for a man, which is why, you know, men wouldn't want their girlfriend cheating on them. Obviously, no one wants that anyway because it's a trust thing, but it's really bad for a man because, you know, a girl's always going to know it's hers, but a man, you know, doesn't know, so it's like...
That's true. It's bad for the kids as well. I
Yeah,
think
and for the
that's
kids.
thing too. So you can get attachment for them and then they find out it's something.
Still his child.
No.
Wait, let's go to the next question he asked.
Paternity fraud because she's looking out for the best interest of her child.
No, be honest.
Is a woman justified committing paternity fraud because she is looking out for the best interest of the child? She said no.
No, she's not. Because
Okay.
even if, like, let's say the father is dangerous or something like that, it's still his child in a certain...
I'm glad to see that there are some people with just genuine logic. I mean, I feel like it's logical. If you lie about something as crazy as having who's the father of a kid, that's fucking insane. So what is the argument against this? I don't understand. Everybody's kind of agreeing that it's
She's
bad.
broke. She doesn't have money. She just wants to give the child money, so she's gonna lie so the child can get money. It's still bad.
I think it's quite difficult, but I feel she shouldn't do that because...
Okay, see, even then, even though that she was compelled to, like, complexed by the question, she still ended up saying it was bad. Oh, sorry, I haven't read you guys. Damn, I haven't read you guys. Chat. It reminds me of a story about a woman guard helping a prisoner from escaping out of the attic state prison, and they made a Netflix show about. Netflix will make any show, man. That's crazy. If it were true, there would be a source cited. This is just a cranky man. Yeah, it probably is. It is important to note that male inmates were willing in 84% of those reports, and 37% of female inmates were willing. Indigo, great piece of information. A comment says, because they can go freely about, are we having the same baby daddy without any consequences, and the state can continue to extract finances from whoever the mother decides to pin the baby to. DNA would require to actually find the potential daddy. Because it takes away one of their biggest weapons. That's a weird way to take it. Because their fragile ego perceives this as a constitutional attack on their perceived rights, and because some of them condone such fraud. I don't like the instant, like, hating on women off of this, but I do agree with this part. Some of them do condone frauds by not telling the truth. I don't know. The video was kind of like for their take on this. I feel like the video was showing that women also agree that it's a crazy thing to do. Stopping fraud would take away some measure of women's power and inflict responsibility on them. As feminism is a female supremacy and an empowerment movement without shame or limit, this is unacceptable. That's insane to say. I don't think true feminism is just about equality, right? Now, I think extreme feminism is about female supremacy. So I think there's a huge difference there. I don't know. If it was considered a serious crime, it would be one of the most commonly perpetrated, about 5 times higher than the actual assault rifle. Wow, I don't know about that. In my opinion, it is a form of domestic violence, but it will never be categorized as such. Is messed as I mean, that's I don't know. I'm tired and I gotta work out and eat. Your boy's tired. I'm gonna end it in a little bit, but any final discussions about men's rights, I guess, or about anything while we wrap this up? That was a wild read. It was interesting. Some stuff I can fully agree with, that there is a double standard and there are certain things that men face that is very conclusive, or just the things that we face. But a lot of times a lot of these things are just so independent towards the women versus men thing. Like women also go through a lot of this stuff too. Yeah, I don't know. Can't they just take a paternity test? Yeah. I mean, most of the time, yes. I feel like how it should go is all men deserve a right to a paternity test, and all women deserve a right to child support if the paternity test is correct. When one is used to privilege, equality feels like oppression. Ooh, well said. Well said. I'm also heading out. Got a test on Soviet law tomorrow. Oh my God. Good luck, Carol. See ya. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go work out and stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I am definitely gonna dive into Pro Male Collective at some point this week. We're also gonna do Incel IS probably tomorrow or the day after. So you guys gotta stay tuned for that. I love you guys so much. And I hope that you guys stay tuned for future videos. I really hope that we could make and do great things on this channel. I'm going to do my best. Life's getting pretty busy right now, but I'm going to try my best to stay as consistent as possible on YouTube, because it is one of my dreams eventually to kind of like, you know, do this, you know, hopefully we'll see. But if it doesn't happen, it is what it is. Love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Everybody have a great night or day or sleep or whatever, morning, you know. See you guys in the next one.